Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Scent of a Woman, and this movie is directed by Martin Brest, the same director as Beverly Hills Cop. And I thought this movie was decent, not as good as Beverly Hills Cop is trying to be something completely different from that. That's fine. I don't mind that in premise or really at all on its own. And the movie looks good, although I can't really say it has much style to it from what I was able to pick up. I liked the music. I thought it worked well throughout the film, and the acting was really good as well. Al Pacino, he did a great job, and Philip Seymour Hoffman, he wasn't in the movie a lot, but when he was on screen, it was pretty nice to see him. And luckily, with Al Pacino being one of the main characters in this story, I felt as though that added a lot, and he was pretty entertaining to watch, and whenever he was on screen, I was thoroughly entertained and wanted to see where things were going. And the story itself was fine. I didn't hate the overall plot of the movie. It's very simple, just focusing on a couple of characters trying to find their place in the world because they're not doing very well with what they're currently at and wanting to do better, obviously. And it's stuff that you've seen before, for sure, but at the very least, I can say the way things were executed in this movie, I didn't feel as though it was bad. When it comes to presentation or writing, it didn't come across as forced for the most part. The third act was kind of cheesy and didn't really work for me all that much, but before that, pretty good. It was solid at the very least, and the movie works pretty well as nice, simple entertainment, and I can definitely see why this movie would have worked for people when it came out, and to some extent it still works for me. And is it a film that I am rushing back to seeing? No. Despite having some good scenes in it, like the dance scene was fun, and the driving scene also. Like, those are the standout scenes in the movie for me in terms of entertainment and fun. But at the same time, it doesn't really do it too much to make itself stand out or be exceptional. Like, there's not really much about this movie that I can say is exceptional. It's just giving you what you would want, and that's about it. And to get more into my negatives, the scenes with James Rebhorn, if I pronounced that correctly, I just felt were kind of boring and uninteresting, and he was definitely my least favorite part of the movie. Not that he's like the most unlikable character I've ever seen in a movie, for sure, but rather he just doesn't do much in terms of what he brings to the story or brings out of these characters. It's mostly the dynamic between Al Pacino and Chris O'Donnell. Like, their dynamic is what keeps me going throughout the film. A lot of other things I don't care about. I really do not. I find the most interesting things to be with those two characters and everything that they run into. Everything else, I don't really care about that much. And also, I just felt as though this movie was too long. Why is it 2.5 hours? It could have been 2 hours easily. Wouldn't have made a difference to me. If it was even shorter than that, better. And the movie doesn't really tell you what it's really about until like 40 minutes into the movie, which is fine and all, because you want to keep things not so in your face and explicit. You want to have some secrets and some reveals as to where things will go, but unfortunately, the way things were presented, I just felt as though it didn't really add much outside of the element of surprise, in my opinion. And it was just, okay, we're doing this, and now that that's been done, it didn't really leave much of an impact. And that's about all I have to say about Scent of a Woman. I'm not entirely too sure why it's called that, because it's not something that's overall what it's about in the long run. I wouldn't really describe it as that being the main storyline or anything like that. It's there, but doesn't really have much purpose in the story. But anyways, the film overall, it was decent. I didn't mind it. I didn't hate it. I just wish that it was better. So check it out for sure. It's just not amazing or anything. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Scent of a Woman a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below your thought of Scent of a Woman, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Jennifer's Body. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.